morning friends, I'm Jyoti Hikar and today I'm going to talking about tissue. So let's start. What is tissue? Tissue is a group of cells which are similar in structure and function to carry out a specific activity. It is known as tissue. The study of tissue is histology, and study of tissue related to disease is known as histopathology. There are four types of tissue, which are epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. These are the four types of tissue. So let we see one by one. So first is epithelial tissue. So what is epithelial tissue? All the layers of the body and organs that are lined with a specific layer. So lined by a group of tissue which is known as epithelial tissue. Uh, the epithelial tissue are divided into two categories based on their layers on how many layers they are divided into. There are two categories of epithelial tissue that are first is simple cells, means which have a single layer, and second is stratified, which means multiple layer. In a single cell epithelial tissue, they again classify into three categories, that are squamous, cuboidal, and columnar epithelium. And in stratified epithelium, the uh, stratified epithelial tissue are divided into four categories, which are squamous, simple squamous, epithelial stratified tissue, then cuboidal, columnar, and transitional. So the squamous tissue and all various tissues are divided according to their shapes. Squamous are flat in shape, then cuboidal is a cube shape, columnar is a column shape or rectangular shape, and then in a stratified, the transitional epithelium, one more added in it, because it is a specialized tissue, because it is specialized tissue because not having a specific shape. It has a elasticity property, and it also property of contraction and relaxation. This transitional epithelium uh, is present in urinary bladder and uterus. The function of epithelial tissue are absorption, filtration, secretion, and protection. Protection. The protection, it means the skin protects from external barriers or physical barriers. Then absorption in which the stomach and intestine absorb various nutrients and foods from from food. Then filtration in which kidney helps to filter out toxic substances from a body. Then secretion, epithelial tissue forms gland which is secrete useful substances. Then we go forward to a second type, that is connective tissue. Connective tissue, it helps to bind and support or to separate other type of tissue. So the function of this connective tissue are protection, then support, and then integration of all parts of a body. Then connective tissue fill the empty spaces in our body with a matrix fluid, that are various liquid, solid, and jelly like substances. In a liquid, that is blood; in solid, that are tendon and jelly like substances like adipose tissues. There are many examples of connective tissue. For example, ligament and tendons, then areolar tissue, adipose tissue, bones, blood. These are some examples of connective tissue. So we see one by one. So first, blood. So blood is a fluid connective tissue, because it because it connects fluid because it connects fluid to a body. Then it helps in transportation of oxygen, of gas, nutrients, hormones, etc., and elimination of toxic substances from a body. Then we go forward to second type, that is ligament and tendon. Ligament is used to connect bone and bone, and tendon is used to connect bone to muscles. Then we go forward to areolar tissue. Areolar tissue is a fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue, seen between the skins and muscles, and it helps in to fill the spaces of a body with a matrix, and provide support to the organ, and having repairing activity if we have a cut in our skin. Then we go forward to adipose tissue. Adipose tissue is a fluid connective tissue composed of fats, which is called adipocytes. Then which act as a insulator. Insulator means protect from hot or more cold. So it is known as insulator. Then the function of adipose tissue is also provide padding. Provide padding means protect internal organs from damage. Then we go forward to a bone. Bone is a hard connective tissue which forms a skeleton. It gives a support and protection to our internal organs. Then it attached the bones and helps in a movement or a locomotion. Then we go forward to a cartilage. Cartilage is also a connective tissue which has elastic properties. For example, we have our ear, nose joints, etc. These are the types of cartilage. Then the third type is muscle tissue. So it is made up of excitable tissue, which excitable means it respond to a stimuli. It has four properties: excitability, extensibility, elasticity, and contractibility. These are the properties of a muscle tissue. Then muscle tissue are fibrous in nature. Muscle tissue are fibrous in nature. Then there are three types of muscle tissue, which are skeletal tissue, cardiac tissue, and last one is smooth muscle tissue. We see first, that is cardiac muscle tissue. So the cardiac muscle tissue is used for transport of blood throughout the body, and it is involuntary in nature. Involuntary, it means our will control. We do it by our willpower. Then we see second type, that is skeletal muscles tissue. So skeletal muscle tissue, it has a strips or a striation. Striations mean some physical strength to do a work. Then it is the skeletal muscle tissue is voluntary in nature, and it is mainly helped in support and uh, attachment. Then the third one is smooth muscle tissue. Smooth muscle tissue, they are smooth because it has no striation in them, or no strips in them. In means there is no physical strength to do a work, so they are known as a smooth muscle tissue. They are involuntary in nature, and now do work slowly and automatically. It consists of organ and digestive system. And then we go forward to functions of muscle tissue, there are digestion, pumping blood throughout the body, then move move blood, food, and waste throughout the body. Then posture and body support. Then we see the fourth type, which is known as a nervous tissue. So the nervous tissue formed from neurons. Mm, it is found in nervous system, in brain, in spinal cord. And There are two terminals, dendrites and axons, which are specialized terminal present in at the brain. The axon has a myelin sheath. Myelin sheath are covered by axon, and which functions are provide nourishment, like they act like insulations, means a shock absorber. Then the third function of nervous tissue is increase the speed of impulse. Then the dendrites sorry and then the transmission of a impulse from the brain and to the brain, and it is the work performed by a dendrite. These all are the uh, tissue related topic. That's it. Thank you.